and I'm going to give you guys like a minute to turn on your cameras because I'm a bully now. So if you want your camera on, go ahead and put it on. And if you don't, well, then go ahead and keep it off. That's okay, but we do love to see your smiling faces. But as soon as I'm done talking, I'm going to go ahead and lock it down so you won't be able to start your video so we don't get any surprises tonight. So with that, I'm turning it off. Big waves out there. So good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Wednesday. Excited to be on here with each and every one of you. Love you guys. And I'm so grateful that you guys tune in. Oh, Anthony, thank you so much for that. Put it back here. I can't talk if I'm looking at myself. I lose my I turn pink. It's, but appreciate you for doing that. But so excited to be on here with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because I've got some goodies to share with you. And, I'm not sure exactly what everybody saw last week, but just so you know, or hopefully you all know, we're going to be celebrating dads this weekend. Father's Day is like 5 days away or something. This Sunday is Father's Day. So hopefully you all are ready to celebrate your dads and be celebrated and all of that good stuff. And we are hoping to celebrate all the dads on the 21st. So that's going to be our partner co-celebration with, oops, I didn't talk about Las Vegas, but we will. That is going to be our partner co-celebration. Sorry, Stacy. Where on the 21st, we have a shop live where Dr. Crystal is going to be talking about all the health benefits for men. So she's going to be going over the troubles that men can have throughout their life and the solutions that we have to offer. And then she also just offers tips that are, not necessarily product related. She goes through all kinds of good stuff. So if you are a man, if you know a man, if you love a man, be on this Zoom on the 21st and invite them on with you because, I think a lot of times they say married men live longer because they've got a lady taking care of them. So we want to make sure that we're taking care of our men, but we're giving them the tools so that they can take care of themselves. So that's what Crystal's going to do for us on the 21st. All of these assets are on the Boards app. So if you do not have access to the Boards app yet, feel free to text me and I will send you a link. Ashley Paulson created a great resource for all of us. And we also have these up in Telegram. So you can get them all over the place. Check them out. They'll definitely help you grow your business. And if you don't know how to use a Shop Live, I'm not going to go over it tonight because it could take us a minute. But just take a picture of this. Just take a quick screenshot or use your camera. Take a picture of this. These are the steps that you need in order to create a link for the Shop Live. What I love about this is it's going to work for this Shop Live and it'll work for all the Shop Lives we've ever had. And you can share it with your customers and you will get credit for any purchase that takes place because of it. So take a screenshot, be prepared. And then here's just a little snapshot of what we've got going on with Partner Co. throughout the month of June. So today they actually had a Shop Live about Rapid Fuel. You can go back and look at the library and check that out. On the 19th, we've got a leadership training with Cameron Bott. 21st is our men's health Shop Live. And then on the 26th, we have the US update call. So just keep that in your calendar. And then for the entire month of June, we can get our dads a special gift of Rapid Fuel and the pain patches. And I'll tell you, I love those pain patches. I haven't tried Rapid Fuel. Michele McKay, sorry about that, Michelle. Michelle was telling me about Rapid Fuel this weekend or how she used it this weekend. So I'm excited to try it. And I love the pain patches. So to get them for free is even better. So with that, Michelle, I'm talking about you now. I'm going to introduce you. We have Michelle on with us tonight. So Michelle, if you wouldn't mind unmuting, and thank you so much for joining me again. I know we took 2 Wednesdays out of your week, so thank you so much for being on here.
Thank you for having me, and I apologize for looking like I do, but I just got off the tennis court not too long ago, so glad to be with y'all. And did you want me to talk about Rapid Fuel first, Andrea? Or
sure, tell us about. And one, I think you look gorgeous, so don't ever apologize for that. and we know that you're busy and running all over the tennis court. So I think that's part of it. I think you should always look like you just got off the tennis court. That could be like your theme or something. But yes, tell us about Rapid Fuel, because I didn't know a lot about it until we spoke on Monday.
Yeah, Andrea knows, you guys may not know, I play a lot of tennis, competitive tennis, and we just played in a state tennis championship this weekend. We actually won, and that was a team effort. So it's 11 of us were playing. And I just looked up on Partner Code to see which product would give me extra energy, because of course I'm on Renew and Skinny Drops and MOA, but I needed something for the heat, because if y'all live in the South, you know we haven't had much heat until this last week. And so I felt like I needed more energy, just to be able to make it through. So looked up Rapid Fuel. It had a lot of protein. I stay on keto mostly, even though I'm playing a lot of tennis. And so the Rapid Fuel was amazing. So I put 2 big scoops in my water that's about this size, so 24 ounces. I think 1 scoop is for 8 ounces, but 2 scoops was plenty for me for this, this size, and loved it. It was great. Gave me plenty of energy that I needed to play in the heat. And so I'm a fan.
That's fantastic. Sorry, I had muted myself. That is fantastic. So give us a little bit of background about you, if you wouldn't mind, for those that haven't met Michele. Like, share your story with us. How did you find Partner Co? What attracted you here?
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm a nurse, and but the way I found Partner Co was I was suffering from brain fog. So I have a menopause brand. I love helping women that are going through this stage of life, and mostly the ones that are going through in their 40s and some earlier 30s, that they don't know what's going on in their life. They don't know what's happening. So even though I had been on hormone replacement therapy, bioidentical, which it mimics your body's own hormones, and it helped with the brain fog for a while. And then all of a sudden started having brain fog again. And my mother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's at 55 and died at 62. And the time I started having brain fog I was 45. And just absolutely devastated. Just thought, never even thought about menopause. I just thought, okay, I've got this deadly disease like my mother. I have Alzheimer's, and I've got to find something, to help me with this, because I'm not going through that. And so it took me years to find something, but the hormone replacement therapy was great at first, but then kind of started, doing this. So I just called Cynthia Bolden and was crying and said, okay, I'm not doing this. I'm not having this. I need something. Can you help me? And she told me to come over, and I took the 5-day trial of Renew. And by about the third day, I started feeling some relief. I'm not talking about just walking into a room and going, what did I come in here for? I'm talking about driving, and I didn't know which way I needed to go. And I would be on the tennis court. If I played doubles, I would be on the wrong side. So, everybody laughed about it, and I laughed, but I cried when I got home. So it was pretty devastating. And so after starting with the Renew, I did feel a lot of relief, and now I've been on the Renew for six months now. And so it's been amazing. And my doctor allowed me to do a research study on myself, and I wanted to test my human growth hormone and see where I was. And so my sister did my lab work. They drew it at the lab here. And my testosterone, my estrogen, everything was great. Everything was wonderful. And I'm happy to report my human growth hormone was 1.68, which at my age, at 59, it should be way probably below negative. So she was impressed that whatever I was taking was working. And I couldn't be happier, because it's given me great mental focus, mental clarity. I don't get lost on the tennis court anymore or driving. And so I'm very, very thankful.
Well, we are so thankful to have you. And I had the privilege of spending a little bit of time with you this week. So tell us a little bit about what you're creating out there with Cynthia in Oxford, Mississippi. And how you're creating quite the buzz and how you were able to achieve #2 power ranker in the entire state in a very short amount of time. Like, tell us a little bit about what Michele McKay is doing that maybe we can copy.
Well, I mean, Cynthia's the road. I mean, she's definitely the person, the expert, and the Monday night health talks. I'm just inviting my people to come and just get educated, because I'm realizing that a lot of women, and not just menopause, but a lot of women are not realizing what's going on in their life with menopause, one thing. And then we've talked a lot about metabolic imbalance. And women don't understand, okay, why do I have this belly fat? Why do I have, this weight that I can't get rid of? Why am I having the brain fog? Why am I having no energy? Those kind of things. So it's just not just menopause. I'm hearing this from younger women as well. And so I'm just listening. I mean, I'm around a lot of women, out there playing tennis, and they're like, oh, I'm so worn out. I'm tired all the time. And it's not just from playing tennis. I don't have any energy. What are you doing? You seem like you have more energy, and you're playing tennis, all these hours, and you still have a lot of energy. What are you doing? So I'm just listening, inviting them to the Monday night pro talks, and just encouraging them to think about their health and think about optimal health. And then with that, we've had some brand partners join, because our whole message there, other than educating everybody, is that, hey, we can't do this alone. We're all better together, and we cannot share and impact other people's lives and their health if we don't have other people sharing it too. So we always ask, bring somebody, invite your guest. So anytime I'm at a social event or what have you, oftentimes people are asking me, what is it that's giving you so much energy? Because they're seeing some of my posts, and I do a lot of lives on Instagram and what have you, and just talking about how great I feel. And so people are noticing. And like I said, so Cynthia's the forerunner here with the Monday night, and we just have an awesome opportunity to invite all of our prospects to come. And I'm just thrilled to be able to have that.
Oh my gosh. Well, Cynthia is amazing. We all appreciate when we get to hear from her and learn from her. And I just love what you guys are creating out there, and just a great group. And I love that you're helping a lot of people. You said some key things, like you're just spending a lot of time listening.
Yeah.
A lot of time listening. And we all can learn from that. Sometimes we get so excited that we just kind of want to share everything, and we don't listen for the need. So that's really powerful, and I've seen you do it. So Michele, thank you so much for jumping on here tonight. I so appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure, and I can't wait to see you soon. So thank you, Michele. And with that, we're going to go to another blonde bombshell. This one is going to be in Alabama. I'm trying to share my screen, but I don't know what I've done. Did I lock myself down? Okay, no. I'm like, wow, I've got lots of control issues over here. I made it so I can't even do it. So here is our very own Buffy. So Buffy Wallen, thank you so much for jumping on with me tonight. Appreciate you.
Well, glad to be here, and glad that you asked me.
Well, thank you. And guys, just so you know, that is her closet. Those are her shoes. We do not wear the same size, and I've never been so sad about anything in my life, because I could live there. I love me some shoes, so I would really like to spend some time in there. But Buffy, thank you for bringing it. One night we should just do a tour of your closet. I think that would be a very valuable event for all of us. But tell us a little bit, introduce yourself to the folks that maybe don't know you. Give us the Buffy story, if you don't mind.
Oh, I'm Buffy Wallen. I drive a school bus, been doing that for, that's really brain fog right now. It's 26 years, looking at retiring, looking at some numbers. But I've been here all my life. I've had 5 kids, like most of you's heard, 35, and I'll say all this wrong, 35, 30, 33, and 26, 26, and 26. So I had a set of triplets, and it's wild. It's been fun, wild. Now I got 7 grandkids and one on the way, another one in September. So that's just kind of my wrap up of what my life is. We've been at the gym for the last 2 days playing a little bit. I wasn't playing basketball. I was getting to rock the babies, but while the daughter coaches, but it's just what we do, you know. I mean, been in this business for 12 years. And I love it because that's why, I mean, I'm at the gym. I mean, you know, I love that, you know, somebody said it today, and you making, what was it, phone business. I love that. I didn't say it right, but you know, I'm always got my phone, like all of us. This is like, I love this. So, but yes, just excited to be where we're at now.
Well, we're excited to have you, and I know that you have a long history with our company, and I've had the privilege of working with you for a long time, and watch you be able to, you know, get involved and be like running the roads. And then I got to see you experience one of the benefits of this industry, of when you step back, have to focus on some other things in your life, with the girls all playing, you know, college ball. And you guys can't see her shirt, but it's true. She says, I raise ballers. I only raise ballers. All of her kids are like, I don't know the word, but I'm going to say 5-star athletes. I don't know the right term for it, but they all like went to college for sports, you know, high level athletes. And she was able to run the roads in a different way to be there for them through their college career and really careers, and be able to experience that. But recently you came back to us and said you wanted to run a little harder, and you had a bigger reason. So tell us a little bit about what you're doing now. So you came back. If you want to, you can share, you know, why you decided to put things in high gear. You never left. You got paid the whole time, which is fun.
Yeah.
But you decided to kick things up a little bit, and then what you're doing to create that stir that you're creating.
Okay. Well, you know, we can backtrack a little bit. Like 12 years ago, when Brett Palmer stepped up on the school bus, you know, he didn't know at that time that we was about 2 months from losing our house. So that's where I started loving this type of the business. So fast forward, the girls started going to college, or went to college, all 3 of them. And I just kind of stepped back because I felt like that this was my babies, and I'm going to sit back and I'm going to enjoy all the road games and all the stuff that college life, you know, lets a mom do. You know, we go when we travel and stuff. But 2 years ago, February, Billy had a heart attack. My husband had a heart attack, and it scared me to death. And like you said, you know, I did have a residual, but you know, that residual was, I mean, 3 girls in college, you know, it was getting out, you know, we still had a little money, but not like it was. But when he had the heart attack, I sat in that hospital room with him all plugged up, and all I could think about was, can I make the house payment if something happened to him? And I was scared to death. He's fine now, but at that point in time, we did not know. You know, they brought him out of surgery. He had 2 stents. It was completely, well, not stents, 4 arteries. It was completely clogged up. They could only fix 2 at the time because he was so sick. So that scared me, you know, in a way that we had to go back and do that again. But with all that being said, he's fine. But we got home, and we knew that we wasn't ready to be or have the money at our age where we needed to be, like for retirement, or if something ever did happen to him, could I make the payment? Could I go on with life? Could I buy the Christmas presents, being it's Wallen hashtag of 19 and a half right now? That's the kind of stuff that's crazy stuff to think about, gifts. But it's not when it comes to Christmas, you know, to everybody. Everybody wants to get everybody a little something. So I know the money now, and we all pull together to, you know, get Christmas. So in retirement and stuff. So I just sat here and I got him well, and I made a phone call, and it was to Brent Palmer, and which I call him Palmer. And I'm like, I'm ready to do this again. What do I need to do? And he said, be at my office right after the school bus route. the next day. And that's what I did. So, I mean, we're just making some, and y'all have heard me say it, I follow the leaders. I mean, if I get word of something that somebody's doing and it's working, I may juke it a little bit to fit my area or the way things go here. But I just do. And Ashley was talking about having home parties, and it was she kind of said for girls, but I'm not real sure about that. I'm putting words in her mouth. I'm not sure if it was totally against girls, or not against girls, but just for girls. But I decided that that's what I was going to do. I mean, like, I got flyers, and it's Tasty Tuesday. Every Tuesday, we're going to have something to eat at my house at 6:00. Nobody knows what it's going to be. And that's what we did. I mean, the first one was last night, and it was a good one. It was a good one.
So I have a question for you, because you said something to me when we spoke first thing this morning, and you were talking about that mortgage payment. Do you remember what you said?
Yes.
You mind sharing that with everybody tonight? Because I think that's a huge win.
I have pretended that I make a mortgage payment every month, and I put it in savings. I pretend like, and I don't want this to ever happen, but I pretend like that I'm by myself and I pay the bills, and I put it all in savings when I pay it. When it's due, if it's due on the 27th, I put it in the bank on the 27th.
Well,
So
I think that is so powerful, Buffy, and I'm so excited for you, and I'm so proud for you. I mean, what a gift. And I think about all the families out there that, 2 income, 1 income, that are fighting to pay that mortgage. And what would it look like to anyone to be able to pay double, right? To be able to save that amount, to be able to know, like, I think about Billy. There's a lot of pressure on that heart that had some trouble ticking, right? To say, you got to keep ticking, pal, because we need you to pay the bills. But then Mama came in and she said, oh, don't worry about it, Daddy, I got this. I mean, that's a lot of pressure that we could, ease in our financial household too. So I think that's a gift for you. I mean, there's so much there. We could dig in that one with a spoon and like really dig that one down, but I'm just so excited for you because that is such a gift. And so for everybody out here that's like, okay, I've never had a home party, whether it's for the ladies or for gentlemen, but I've never had anybody over, or I'm not sure how to do that with Partner Co. because I haven't done one in 10 years or whatever. So walk us through a little bit about what you did so that maybe we can copy it where we are.
Well, and like I say, I'm doing all girls, and I feel like that, and Palmer was one that kind of got a little, I think he got a little salty about it, but it's fine. But I just, my closest friends, and people that I know, we live on the river now, not on the river, but we're down here with a lot of community that I don't know everybody. And Buffy likes to know everybody. So I walk every day, and I have these in my hand. So if I see somebody, I hand it to them, because it's like, and I went on for a gathering, just come to my house and let's get to know. And yes, I've got my products out, and what's going to happen is, like you said earlier, we're going to talk about hormones. We're going to talk about, anything and everything a girl can talk about. And I've got it sitting over there on my TV, that's going to come up like, what do? You look good, or you're doing this, or you're doing this. And I'm like, this, last night was really good. And that's just what I did. So 6 come last night, and I said, I expect all of y'all to come back and bring somebody. And we talk product for a little bit. We talk. And the great thing about last night is I found myself sitting at my table, and we, at one time, all 6 of us were shedding tears, because there was people are not just, was like me, like her husband had been sick and it had scared her, but yet she couldn't quit her job, but yet wasn't enough. And it's just a great fellowship that I hope that's gonna go. I mean, so that's what worked last night.
Oh, I love that. And one parallel that I saw between you and Michele is that you're both listening, right? You're both listening to what people want. You both are a product of your products. So you're out there, you're feeling good, and you're not afraid to talk about it. And some of us can be like undercover promoters, and we can hide from some of that, or we buy the products but maybe we don't consume them, so we don't become a product of the product. But I love that you both are doing that, and I love that you're both creating community. I think the Monday night in Oxford, where it's health talks, come together, let's learn about health, let's get healthier together, let's go make this community healthier, help us do it. And then with you, Buffy, where it's like, come join us and let's learn about our connections. Let's get to know each other more. Let's build this community, but let's look better while we're doing it. Let's feel better while we're doing it. And maybe we'll cry a little bit, but it'll be a bonding experience. So I love that. So we're going to wrap this up a little early tonight, but while we do, Buffy, I've got one last question. So for everybody on here, if you don't mind closing us out with just one tip. So you're like, you've got 12 years under your belt and you've made some really great money and you've helped a lot of people make money and build businesses and get healthier. What would be one tip that you would give us to, for us to do this week to start creating what you're creating?
Know your product. I mean, put it in you and I mean, make people want to be like you or feel as good as you do. Put it out there. I've been there where I'm scared of not knowing what to say, and I may not say the right thing, but they laughed at me last night because I can't say the pituitary gland or pituitary gland or whatever. But I'm not perfect, and nobody is, and that's what I love about it. I mean, and I would just tell people about the product and invite them or have lunch with them. I love to go have lunch with people or whatever. And just share it. Share.
Share. Well, I love it. Thank you so much, ladies. I so appreciate you. I love learning from you both tonight. Anthony, thank you for all your help and your policing. You did a beautiful job. I'm so grateful. And guys, we love you so much. Thank you for trusting us to come back here tonight. We'll see you every week. Wednesday night, same as every week. And then we'll see you all week on the Coach's Corner in the morning. But I hope you guys have a beautiful Wednesday evening, and we look forward to seeing you all next week. So have a great night.